Something huge is happening behind the scenes in the NFL, and the Los Angeles Chargers are at the center of it. A lightning-fast trade has begun that could completely change the course of the season. Sources indicate that a big name is on the radar, and talks are heating up right now. But before I tell you everything behind this potential bombshell, if you're a true Chargers fan, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because today's topic is hot, and you'll understand why this move could transform the fate of the blue and gold team this season. A quiet movement is about to explode in Los Angeles and could completely change the team's offense this season. Sources close to the franchise revealed that the Chargers are eyeing a big name, the running back who could be the missing piece needed to get Jim Harbaugh's system going. Negotiations are underway right now, and if this deal goes through, the impact could be immediate. Imagine the scenario. The trade deadline is just around the corner. The Los Angeles Chargers are riding a 5-3 record, and the front office knows this is the time to act. Behind the scenes, a name is starting to gain traction. Tony Pollard, running back for the Tennessee Titans, and perhaps the most underrated player available on the market. Sources close to the team assure us the Chargers see Pollard as the ideal piece to complete Jim Harbaugh's offense, who has been insisting on the importance of a dominant running game. Pollard, a former Dallas Cowboys player, shined when he had a solid offensive line in front of him, and that's exactly what the Chargers can offer. With Joe Alt and Trey Pipkins leading the way, the running back could rediscover his best form. In Tennessee, the scenario is different. An inconsistent offense, a rookie quarterback still adjusting, and inconsistent blocking. There, Pollard looks like a race car stuck in traffic. But in Los Angeles, the scenario is perfect for acceleration. Furthermore, the California team is still searching for stability in the backfield. Najee Harris is out for the season, Omarion Hampton isn't expected back until November, and Kimani Vidal, despite working hard, hasn't yet established himself as a starter. Harbaugh wants security, and Pollard represents exactly that: experience, agility, and a relatively low cost. Selected in the 4th round of the 2019 draft, Pollard arrived in the league with uncut gem status. He was a Pro Bowler in Dallas and built a reputation as one of the NFL's most explosive running backs. The problem is that with the Titans, he never fit into the rebuild. Now with Tennessee open to moves, the opportunity arises, and the Chargers know the clock is ticking. The trade deadline is just days away, and finding a reliable name could be the difference between merely competing and actually contending for the playoffs. But while Pollard is the focus, there's another hot topic on Los Angeles' radar: a potential trade that could transform the team's defense. And the next target comes straight from New York. While the offense seeks reinforcements, the Los Angeles Chargers' backroom is also buzzing, and this time the focus is on the other side of the ball. Sources close to the NFL reveal that General Manager Joe Ortiz is closely monitoring the movements of the New York Jets, one of the most talked about franchises in this trade window. The New York team, with a disappointing 0-7 record, is in a period of transition and appears poised to launch a full-scale fire sale. And at the center of this storm is a name that arouses desire across the league: Quinnen Williams, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL and a dream target for several teams, including the Chargers. Williams is an elite All-Pro, with 3 consecutive Pro Bowl selections and a reputation for being virtually unassailable in the middle of the defensive line. His strength, explosiveness, and ability to collapse the pocket have made him one of the most dominant players in the league. According to The Athletic, several teams have already called New York seeking information about a possible trade, but the price is described as extraordinary. NFL Network reporter Diana Russini confirmed that the Jets are listening to offers, but made it clear Williams' value is sky high, and they know exactly what they have. And why are the Chargers so interested? Simple. Despite their recent strong performance, the team's rushing defense remains a weak point. Currently, they rank 17th in the NFL against the run game, but the most concerning statistic is another: 10 rushing touchdowns allowed, the second worst rate in the league. With Khalil Mack returning from injury, and Jesse Minter needs an anchor capable of dominating the trenches and freeing up space for pass rushers to do their damage. And in that regard, Quinnen Williams would be the perfect fit. A player just 27 years old, with a contract that runs through 2027 and is worth a total of $96 million. Jim Harbaugh's philosophy is clear: win games on the front line. The coach believes that offensive and defensive success begins with physicality, and strengthening the interior defense would send a powerful message that the Chargers are ready to go the extra mile this season. However, there is a huge obstacle: the cost of the deal. To sign Williams from the Jets, the Los Angeles team would have to give up valuable draft picks, and possibly a key player on the current roster. Even so, the optimism is real. The Chargers have shown in recent weeks that they are not afraid to take risks. The attempted trade with the Baltimore Ravens for Odafe Oweh is proof that the front office is willing to act aggressively, and sources indicate that new calls are being made trade as the trade deadline approaches. The mood is one of total urgency within the franchise, and this urgency is justified. On the other side of the roster, chaos has once again struck. The running back group is collapsing with multiple injuries, and the team is racing against time to find a solution before the window closes. The next move could not only define the immediate future of the defense, but also dictate the course of the Chargers' entire season. With just days to go before the NFL trade deadline on November 4th, the Los Angeles Chargers are facing a real dilemma. The team urgently needs a healthy running back to keep the offense running. Injuries have piled up, and the area, already a concern, has become a red flag in Los Angeles. Najee Harris is officially out for the season, Omarion Hampton is still recovering, and Hassan Haskins isn't 100% physically. This has left the entire responsibility falling on the shoulders of rookie Kamani Vidal, who has shown attitude, commitment, and good running, but is being pushed beyond his limits. Harbaugh knows Vidal may be promising, but he can't carry the entire offense alone. Behind the scenes, the atmosphere is one of total urgency. The Sporting News revealed that journalist Vinny Iyer brought up an unexpected name that could be the perfect solution for the moment: Rico Dowdle, running back for the Carolina Panthers. According to Iyer, this would be the smartest move the Chargers could make in this final stretch of the transfer window. Dowdle is known for his versatility, speed, and ability to adapt to new offensive systems, traits that fit perfectly with Jim Harbaugh's philosophy, which prioritizes physical play and consistent running. The Carolina Panthers need to free up space in the backfield, and Dowdle would be the ideal name for that. The Chargers, on the other hand, need someone who can contribute immediately, and Dowdle could be that guy, a game changer who could be decisive in a playoff run, the journalist explained. The theory makes sense, but there's a huge obstacle. The Panthers don't appear willing to trade. Contrary to what many imagined before the season, North Carolina has a positive 4-3 record and continues to dream of the playoffs, which completely changes the team's attitude in the market. Furthermore, Dowdle has been performing better than Chuba Hubbard, and the coaches are confident in his growth within the system. Therefore, only an absurd offer would make Carolina consider releasing him before the end of the season. Even so, the Chargers haven't thrown in the towel. The analytics department continues to study alternatives, cross-checking data and evaluating contracts. Harbaugh's direct mandate is clear: bring in someone who can ease the burden on Vidal and maintain the offensive rhythm until Hampton returns. And the rumors don't stop. Sources claim that Los Angeles has again approached Breece Hall, should the New York Jets truly enter liquidation mode and decide to trade their valuable assets. The scenario is pure tension. 3 negotiating fronts, tight deadlines, and a front office that believes this could be the year of the turnaround. With 5 wins in 8 games, the Chargers are firmly in the running for the AFC Championship, but they know a slip-up now could cost them dearly. The search for a balance between taking risks and maintaining a competitive roster has never been more intense. And if you want to know before anyone else who will be the next addition to the blue and gold, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because the next few hours promise to be pure adrenaline behind the scenes in Los Angeles, and everything indicates that the big bomb could explode at any moment.